Now turn to Section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about the impact of 5G technology on global connectivity.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
The introduction of 5G technology represents a major leap forward in global connectivity. With its promise of faster data speeds, lower latency, and the ability to connect a vast number of devices simultaneously, 5G is set to transform industries, enable new technologies, and reshape how we communicate, work, and live. While 4G technology brought about advancements in mobile broadband, 5G's capabilities go far beyond, with the potential to unlock new innovations in areas such as autonomous vehicles, smart cities, and the Internet of Things, IoT. One of the most significant benefits of 5G is its ability to offer unprecedented speeds, reaching up to 100 times faster than current 4G networks. This will enable the near-instantaneous transfer of data, making tasks like downloading large files, streaming high-definition content, and participating in real-time online activities far more efficient. Moreover, the reduced latency in 5G networks, cutting response times to mere milliseconds, will be crucial for applications requiring real-time precision, such as remote surgery, virtual reality, and robotics. Beyond speed and latency, 5G technology is also designed to connect an exponentially higher number of devices. This is especially important as the world moves toward greater automation and digitalization. In a world where billions of devices, everything from household appliances to industrial sensors, are connected via the IoT, 5G will provide the necessary infrastructure to handle this massive influx of data without overwhelming the network. 5G will also have a profound impact on industries, allowing for more efficient operations, innovative business models, and enhanced customer experiences. In manufacturing, 5G-powered smart factories will enable machines to communicate and make real-time adjustments, increasing productivity and reducing downtime. In healthcare, the technology will support telemedicine, enabling doctors to diagnose and treat patients remotely with greater accuracy. Similarly, 5G will support the deployment of autonomous vehicles, which rely on continuous, reliable data streams to navigate and make decisions. However, the rollout of 5G is not without its challenges. Building the infrastructure for 5G, including deploying the required antennas and small cells, is a massive and costly undertaking. Moreover, concerns around cybersecurity and data privacy are heightened with 5G due to the increased number of connected devices and the sensitive nature of the data they generate. In conclusion, the impact of 5G technology on global connectivity will be transformative, offering faster speeds, lower latency, and the capacity to support an ever-growing number of devices. While it promises to unlock new technological possibilities and drive economic growth, it also presents challenges that must be addressed to ensure a secure and equitable rollout.
That is the end of Section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to Section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about global inequality and access to healthcare.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
Global inequality in access to healthcare is a persistent issue, affecting millions of people across both developed and developing nations. While healthcare systems vary significantly from country to country, one common thread is the disparity in availability and quality of medical services, largely influenced by factors such as socioeconomic status, geography, and political stability. The divide between those who can access quality healthcare and those who cannot often leads to preventable deaths, exacerbating inequality on a global scale. In low-income countries, healthcare infrastructure is often underdeveloped, with a lack of resources such as medical facilities, trained professionals, and essential medications. Many rural and impoverished areas have limited access to hospitals or clinics, forcing individuals to travel long distances to receive basic medical care, if available at all. This situation is worsened by the lack of investment in public health systems and inadequate government support for healthcare programs. One of the primary barriers to healthcare access is financial. Even in high-income countries, where advanced healthcare technologies and treatments are available, the cost of care can be prohibitive for marginalized communities. High medical expenses, lack of insurance, and out-of-pocket costs make it difficult for many individuals to receive proper care. This financial burden disproportionately affects vulnerable populations, including the elderly, disabled, and those living in poverty. Another significant factor contributing to global inequality in healthcare is the availability of healthcare workers. In many regions, there is a severe shortage of doctors, nurses, and other medical professionals, further limiting access to quality care. This shortage is often compounded by the brain drain phenomenon, where healthcare workers from developing countries migrate to wealthier nations for better salaries and working conditions, leaving their home countries with a diminished healthcare workforce. The COVID-19 pandemic has further highlighted and deepened these disparities. While wealthier countries were able to quickly roll out vaccination programs and provide medical care to those infected, many poorer nations struggled to secure vaccines and cope with the surge of cases, leading to higher mortality rates and prolonged economic and social disruptions. In conclusion, global inequality in access to healthcare remains a critical issue that needs urgent attention. Addressing this challenge requires investment in healthcare infrastructure, policies that ensure affordable care for all, and international cooperation to reduce the gap between healthcare availability in different regions of the world.
That is the end of section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about the future of autonomous vehicles.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
The future of autonomous vehicles, AVs, is a topic of growing interest, with the potential to revolutionize not just transportation, but entire industries and societal systems. Autonomous vehicles, equipped with advanced sensors, artificial intelligence, and machine learning algorithms, have the ability to navigate roads, interpret traffic signals, and make decisions with little or no human intervention. As companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Uber invest heavily in the development of self-driving technology, we are moving closer to a future where autonomous vehicles could become a common mode of transportation. However, while the promise of AVs is exciting, there are also significant challenges and concerns that need to be addressed. One of the most anticipated benefits of autonomous vehicles is the potential to improve road safety. According to the World Health Organization, over 1.3 million people die in road traffic accidents each year, and the vast majority of these accidents are caused by human error. By removing the human element from driving, AVs could dramatically reduce the number of accidents on the road. Advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS, already in use, such as automatic braking, lane keeping assistance, and adaptive cruise control, are early examples of how autonomous technology can help prevent accidents. In addition to safety, AVs could provide significant environmental and economic benefits. Autonomous vehicles could be programmed to drive more efficiently, reducing fuel consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. Furthermore, the widespread adoption of AVs could lead to more efficient use of infrastructure and transportation systems. For example, self-driving cars could reduce traffic congestion by communicating with each other to optimize routes, while autonomous freight vehicles could streamline logistics, leading to cost savings for businesses. Despite these potential benefits, there are also significant hurdles to the widespread adoption of AVs. One of the major challenges is the development of the technology itself. While AVs have made significant progress in controlled environments, they still struggle with navigating complex, real-world conditions, such as inclement weather, unpredictable pedestrian behavior, and poorly marked roads. Additionally, issues surrounding cybersecurity are critical, as AVs rely on complex networks and data, making them potential targets for hacking. Legal and regulatory challenges also need to be addressed before AVs can become a widespread reality. Governments around the world will need to develop new frameworks to regulate autonomous vehicles, including issues related to liability in the case of accidents, insurance requirements, and data privacy. Furthermore, the widespread adoption of AVs could have major implications for employment, particularly in industries such as trucking and delivery services, which rely heavily on human drivers. In conclusion, the future of autonomous vehicles is full of promise, offering the potential to make transportation safer, more efficient, and environmentally friendly. However, there are still significant technological, legal, and social challenges that need to be overcome. As the technology continues to evolve, it will be critical for policymakers, businesses, and society to work together to address these issues and ensure a smooth transition to an autonomous future.
That is the end of Section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to Section 4.
You will hear lecturer talking about microplastics and their effect on marine life.
First, you have some time to look at question 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer question 31 to 40.
Microplastics, tiny plastic particles less than 5 millimeters in diameter, have become a pervasive and growing problem in oceans worldwide. These particles come from various sources, including the breakdown of larger plastic waste, synthetic textiles, cosmetics, and industrial processes. Once released into the marine environment, microplastics can persist for hundreds of years, creating long-lasting effects on ecosystems. The spread of microplastics in the ocean has raised significant concerns about their impact on marine life, particularly as these particles have been found in almost every level of the food chain. Marine organisms, from the smallest plankton to the largest whales, are increasingly exposed to microplastics. One of the most direct ways microplastics affect marine life is through ingestion. Many species mistake microplastics for food due to their size and appearance. For example, fish, turtles, and seabirds may consume these particles, believing they are plankton or small prey. Ingesting plastic can lead to physical blockages in the digestive system, internal injuries, and even death. For smaller organisms like plankton and zooplankton, consuming microplastics can reduce their ability to absorb nutrients, leading to stunted growth and reproductive issues. Another concern is the toxic nature of microplastics. Many of these particles contain harmful chemicals, either from the manufacturing process or from pollutants absorbed from seawater. When marine organisms ingest microplastics, they can absorb these toxins, which then accumulate in their tissues. This can have far-reaching consequences as these toxins move up the food chain, ultimately affecting larger predators, including humans who consume seafood. The bioaccumulation of toxins from microplastics has been linked to hormonal disruptions, reproductive issues, and weakened immune systems in marine life. The presence of microplastics in the ocean also affects ecosystems as a whole. Coral reefs, which are essential habitats for many marine species, are particularly vulnerable. Microplastics can damage coral tissues, hinder their growth, and disrupt the symbiotic relationships between corals and other marine organisms. Additionally, microplastics can alter the composition of marine sediments, affecting benthic species that live on or near the ocean floor. Addressing the issue of microplastics in the ocean requires a global, multifaceted approach. Reducing plastic waste, improving waste management systems, and encouraging the use of biodegradable alternatives are essential steps. International cooperation is crucial. As microplastics do not respect borders and can travel vast distances through ocean currents, in conclusion, microplastics pose a significant threat to marine life, affecting individual organisms, food chains, and entire ecosystems. The persistence of these particles in the environment means that without immediate action, their impact will only continue to grow. As society becomes more aware of this issue, it is vital to develop and implement strategies to reduce plastic pollution and protect marine life for future generations.
That is the end of Section 4. Now, you have half a minute to check your answers.